Okay, here I am on Sea of Fortune in my Tier 10 U.S. Navy cruiser, USS Des Moines. I'm getting ready to move up to this island up here in front of me, which is in a F5 to support B and A if need be. Right now it looks like I have a Fletcher getting ready to head over to B, so that's pretty cool, and I'm going to give him support while I tuck myself into this island over here and hopefully not be able to take too much fire while dishing out as much as I can. So there we go. Somebody spotted a Montana way back out in C5. And I'm just reorientating my ship right now to get a better position on the tip of this island off to my right where the Fletcher's going at right now, which is where I want to go to. And we have a Kutuzov that I open up on with HE. Probably should have been shooting the AP at him, but I had HE loaded and I didn't switch it out. Got a fire on him. He popped his smoke because he's a light cruiser. He'll take a lot of damage really fast. I had an Iowa shoot at me. Took some minor damage. So I'm going to go ahead and target the Iowa. Keeping an eye on the mini map right now, kind of seeing how my team is deploying. It's like we're kind of heading to all points. And let me just get some damage, start piling some shots under this Iowa down here. Got this Minotaur rolling up. I kind of made the decision. He was probably too close to me to get some shots over this island, and I was right because I'm clipping shots right now, shooting at the Montana that's farther away. And right now I'm basically able to shoot pretty free because I'm not spotted. This is a trick that the Des Moines can do really well. And there I go. I got detected. Probably from those two destroyers and ACAP. But they're not going to be too much trouble for me over there. I'm actually more concerned about what's heading to CCAP because there are one battleship that I can see and 3 cruisers. And something's shooting at me that I'm not quite sure what it is. So I'm actually targeting the Bismarck right now. Where I was. Switch back to the Ibuki. And this Minotaur's opening up on me, but he doesn't have the shell arcs that I do. And he's just chewing up grass. I intentionally put my nose into this island. The torpedo warnings, I know they're not going to hit me. But I put my nose in the island and get as close as I can because I have free shots at these ships over here that are contesting CCAP. The Fletcher, I don't think he should be really screwing around with that Minotaur too much right now. If I'm in the Fletcher, I'm probably backing off a little bit, trying to bait the Minotaur closer to me, being in the Des Moines, but he seems to be doing okay right now. Because right now, only the Minotaur is contesting B, but we already have it capped. And I burned my radar for first go around to keep that Minotaur spotted through that smoke, so the Fletcher can shoot at it. And I'm just sitting here trying to get some DPS on as many targets as I can. Our team killed a gearing, but we're down 2 destroyers already. And looking at the mini map, it looks like ACAP group is kind of falling away from the cap a little bit, but they're still in good position to keep ships from getting to free shots on my side. Right, I'm switching fire to that Hipper out there. I can't really shoot at the Minotaur right now. I want to. And I kind of made a mistake right here. I probably should have gotten myself into a better position to support this Fletcher because he's actually going to get killed before I get out there. And that's just not really communicating in chat what's going on. I didn't think he would rush the Minotaur. Figured he'd have just backed up, let the Minotaur come in. But either way, I'm going to abuse this Minotaur anyway. I got 3 citadels on my first salvo. All 6 rounds citadeled him on the second salvo, but he's still alive. And I know this Minotaur put torpedoes out, so I'm turning hard to my left to try to avoid or take a few amount of damage I can. He opens up, and he's gone. And I see these 4 torpedoes coming in, and they missed me by that much. But now, see, we still have B cap. And right now, I'm in a pretty strong position. I pretty much control B cap. And I can support C cap really easy from here. I can't A, but if the enemy comes from A, they got to come through this small opening to my left. And then they'll be giving me broadside. and they can't shoot at me from my left, and I'll just tear them up. So we are putting some AP into Satago, and I'm not quite leading them as much as I should, although I am getting damage on him. Look, that groupings looks a lot better. It fell short. One thing about the Moines is you can definitely pump out the shells. 1600 salvo, really not that good. I'm moving up because I see this Ibuki moving in, and I'm trying to angle myself versus both of these ships at the same time. But the Ibuki, he's really not paying attention. He's giving me broadside. Don't give broadside to a Des Moines. There's a Citadel. Second salvo on the way. I'm barely moving forward. 3100. I don't know how I didn't get a Citadel on that. Already the third salvo's on the way. And he's gone. Another Citadel. So right here, I see these enemy ships to my left, and I really don't want to give up my side over here. So I'm actually turning a little bit to bleed that little bit of speed that I have off. And I'm actually in full reverse right now. I want to get tucked back into my position a little bit and own this area without giving up my side. Because right now, the enemy team knows there's a Des Moines here. Because I've been here the whole game. I got 108,000 damage right now, and they know I'm here. I got 2 kills. There's no doubt in my mind that they know exactly where I'm at. Right now, I'm kind of concerned of one of those destroyers sneaking around my tail right now. So I'm trying to re-angle my ship back so at least I can get a full salvo off if one shows itself before hopefully he can get the angle to launch the torpedoes on me. And right now I'm thinking about popping my radar because I'm just having a bad feeling about this, because I know if I was in one of those destroyers, I think I might be trying to sneak around. Although I don't know if they're aware of how healthy I am. I mean, I pretty much got all my health still. I've only lost 400 hit points. I'm seeing if I can get shots on his Kutuzov. I probably could lob him over, but I really can't see where he's at. But he's taking fire anyway. And there we go, I'm detected. That Atago I was shooting at. And I popped my radar thinking it might have been a destroyer right away. And you see there was a destroyer, and he turns away because he knows he's getting radared. He was probably thinking about coming through that gap. And honestly, if I hadn't a radar and he did, it probably would have worked out, because I would have killed him really fast. But now I notice the other destroyer is working his way behind me, but he's also being lit up by radar. So everybody knows that I know where they're at. They know the Des Moines is here. They know they're detected by radar. And they know I got it on, so they're not sneaking up on me right now. So right now I'm just creeping forward a little bit, trying to keep him in my gun sights as long as possible, but I don't want to go charging up in there. So right now what I'm doing, I'm speeding up, and I'm going to turn away from this gap just in case there's torpedoes coming through. The angle would put them about where I am now. So I'm accelerating full speed, making a turn away. Trying to angle myself just in case there's something over there that might shoot at me, because I know there's a battleship over there. You never know. Might have took a pot shot at me. But the cyclone's up right now, so he couldn't see me anyway. So right now I feel real good about my positioning on my ship. So I'm slowing down again. And I'm actually trying to bait somebody into coming after me through this gap. I'm hoping one of those destroyers gets frisky and tries to come through that gap. But I see that one of the other destroyers in ACAP is actually spotted right now. So right now, I'm considering continuing my turn to the right and contesting, not going to ACAP, but sticking my nose around to it to maybe get some shots on there to support my 3 teammates that are over there. Because there are 2 destroyers over there. And there's 2 cruisers and a battleship sitting there. So right now, I'm actually going to do that, but I'm going to do it from a more protection. So I looped to my right, and now I'm going to spin around to the left, but I am going to put my nose facing in the direction of ACAP to maximize my armor, angling for anything that might take a shot at me, to minimize my profile for any sudden torpedo runs coming through the gap, because right now my radar's been down long enough where I'm not exactly sure where those 2 destroyers at. I see their last known position, but I'm not exactly sure where they're at. And right now we got a ship advantage. We got 7 alive still. They only got 6. We got a decent sized points lead, and pretty much we've held B cap from the beginning, because I got the Des Moines in an advantageous position, a strong position, which they really haven't tried to root me out. But it's getting to the point now where they know they got to make a move or this game is lost. It's still anybody's game right now, though. My team is not spread out too bad, but we're definitely can't maximize our firepower right now if it came down to it. But the enemy team is not making they're not making a coordinated push. The Kutuzov is really not a ship that can push into a battleship, a cruiser, 2 battleships and a cruiser and a destroyer. I mean, it's got a pretty good rate of fire, push out the damage, but it needs to do it from range. It's got terrible armor. You know, it's got smoke, but it can't take a whole lot of damage. And the gearing right now is having his way with them. I see he popped his smoke. I'm going to fix that issue here in a few seconds and pop my radar. And there we go. Kutuzov's up. He was dead anyway from a blind fire. The Frieder de Goros is over there. Looks like he's trying to angle his armor. Or possibly he probably did a tactical grounding because afraid of the gearing might have launched torpedoes. But he's not in a very good position either. But the gearing, he should know the gearing's not going to rush him down because his secondaries will tear the gearing up. So he's actually not in a bad position right now. So right now I got company in B-cap. I got another cruiser with me. And right now I sped up to get to the point of where I started this game at. But now I'm on the other side of that point at island. But I'm not going to go charging around the corner. Because right now I don't know where those 2 destroyers are coming from. And I kind of lost track of their health too. So there's one popped up on the radar because there's a plane there. Oh, there we go. There's 2 of them. They're together. Now I feel a lot better. Even if I could take a couple torpedoes here and I'm good. My heel's ready. My damage control's ready. I'm super healthy still. And right now, I think I'm just going to intentionally make myself a target. I'm not even worried about that Montana. I could take that Montana. I get my bow in on him if I don't got to worry about the destroyers. And I could take that Montana. So here's the destroyers. They're probably setting up because they know I'm here. The Montana's going to spot me. I know he does. I'm going to start turning my nose into him. Look at that. His guns are facing the wrong way. I got HE loaded. There's a Kagero. There's an Akazuki. I'm going to pass up the battleship because the destroyers are more dangerous to me. I should be shooting the HE at the Akazuki, but I'm not. I should be changing my ammo type right here. I'm still not. It's that's another misplay on my part. We finally get back to the HE. The Montana takes torps from a teammate. Excellent. He was in trouble. He was either going to angle against me or the other ship. Either way, he was wrong. He was going to die. Actually, if I'm the Montana, I would have took my chances with me because I know I don't have torps. There goes Akazuki. Come on, it's Des Moines. Got Confederate off of that kill. You're not going to win a gunfight versus a Des Moines in a destroyer. Right now, the Kagero's like he's a last-ditch effort. 1 salvo. Man, I don't know how I didn't kill him on that salvo. He's got 461 health. I sneeze at him. He's gone. Got him blind in the smoke. Game over. That's a Tier 10 U.S. Navy heavy cruiser USS Des Moines. Kind of like a pocket battleship. If you play it right, that thing can tank battleships. You see I ended the game with 125,000 damage, Confederate, 11 citadels, 4 kills, 2 base defenses. I set 9 fires. USS Des Moines. If you play it right, position it right, you will do very good, very easily. My second favorite ship.